subscribers and Muslims if they come here. I'm not your enemy. So if you can see this, you are not forced to leave. You can see this, you are not forced. Oh, sorry, excuse me. I just had to. It's good that the sound was on. So checking the device. Um, okay. You see, I was also checking if I can come live here. Then I have to keep trying at times to come live. Something's happened to my YouTube channel. Don't know. So there's some. I'm going to put. There's some work going on. I don't mean to. So if you just help you to see this, right? And of course, this being my religion, I don't know. Without no. The way I read the Quran before and now how I read it, so it has exposed God's. I mean, it's really terrible, right? If you can see it like this. So I'm not telling you to leave Islam and join like Christianity or Hinduism or anything. Just see this, and I know it's a very uh, uh, being in this not knowing and your religion being in this religious crisis. I know it's very painful and all this, right? You don't know where to go after that. So, but please don't go to. I've tried Hinduism, spirituality. It's not working on my condition. Like, so the gurus are doing a great job in their lives, but we following followers, we don't get much, right? So this, I cannot go into detail about this, but see, I'm in this mess, and I would also need a surety that something can help ward off evil, but it hasn't. Not even my religion. I tried every prayer and tried. We contacted religious scholars and all. So what can we do? I don't know. But let's just take it a moment. I would say, take it a moment at a time. Um, maybe you're out of balance after this. What's the use of believing in this, right? Also, so I'm not. This is not comparative studies. This is like against Hinduism or for Hinduism or Christianity, but for Christianity. It's just showing you what my Allah, what I found in. If you can see this now on this ayat, Surah 40, ayat 20, Allah judges with truth, while those they invoke besides Him judge not with anything. They don't judge with anything, right? So, see if I can show you this. No, sorry, I can't show you the ayat right now in Quran.com. I'm in Quran.com website. I feel I need to show you this ayat and work on it. Tell you what kind of a God would write this and then make the messenger, its messenger, a judge. Surah 4 ayat 65. Right? They those they call upon. Okay, this one now not even associating but calling upon those. But it's like for the mushriks, right? Polytheists. So they even call upon other than Allah or they are mushriks who believe in Allah, but they worship awliyas, we're told in Surah Zumar 3, and then they call on others then rather than Allah. And Allah has made intercessors here, but some Sunnis or some Muslims say you're not supposed to call on the intercessors also. Some feel that some kind of worked out that there's no intercession allowed in the Quran when there are ayats. So ignorant are they, these Muslims, some of them saying there's no intercession in Islam. or in the Quran. So parts of the ayats are for intercession, the other parts are for the wrongdoers. There will be no intercession. So you've got to understand it like this, the way the Shias at least got this right, that there is intercession in the Quran, but here, so they call on Ali, all right, working out. But here God has said, like, it's a mishmash here. So I'm not asking you to go into Hinduism, right? Or anything. It's not comparative, like this religion is worse than. Oh, yes, sometimes I say, but Christianity also, it's all from the devil, right? It's just a better, devil became better in Christianity, right? Everything is devil, I think. Very few something which is true. So devil has made it beautiful in Christianity, and it works for some people, but for some it doesn't. It's taken very good teacher of mine, a friend of mine who told me recently they have cancer, and cancer has taken my Christians friends and those, and the father, like, right. So I don't know if the Christians are okay, whatever they're doing online, but they think this Christianity is better than this. Definitely, yeah. The devil has done a great job with Christianity. Jesus Christ has done a great job. So, yeah, and with Jesus Christ's name, some devils leave and some schizophrenics also get better. That's really good for them and amazing. But I've been saying Christian prayers since year 2000 and nothing happened. So, and then Buddhism. Then there were these Christian YouTube. I was on that. No. The couple came and said, we were Buddhists. Then didn't help. Then we became Christians. So this. I'm sorry if it's going to hurt the Christians or burst your bubble, right? So yeah, that's a great. It doesn't mean that Christianity is a greater religion than Islam. It's just that the devil has done a great job in Christianity. So this, and even in Hinduism, although love Radharani and all, but it hasn't helped me. Like my bones are broken, right? And all this, and the news coming from UAE, Indian fraud, Indian man did this and that. Although please don't, they're after all human beings. Some of them are monsters. Like the, you see, the narcissists are everywhere around the world, and they are. Oh, sorry, it's like their energy is monstrous, very bad. Not them, but you know what I mean. I don't mean to spread hatred, right? As some a YouTube, the YouTube has dug out 8 years old when I was a Shia video of mine. So I said this and warned me that I have spread in that videos hate speech. So they removed that video of mine. Anyway, so I don't know whether to call a narc. If I call a narcissist a devil, a monstrous, malignant, any kind of narcissist, it is a crime. Genius. It's a crime, but don't they call criminals criminals who commit crimes? So I have to be really cautious because I have enemies, who are here and who want to. They were like one of my family members who was said that you should doxing me and all this. No matter how much we explain to someone like Paulo Coelho says, you know, those who understand, understand. Quoting Paulo Coelho. Those who don't will never. So quit explaining, over explaining to them. So the doxing did take place by me. I don't know what, like my case, I don't have to explain, right? Although, of course, I could get into trouble with the authorities here. Hmm. So have a look at this, right? No, don't. I don't know where the camera, whether it's on me. Let me just. So back to this ayah. They do not judge on anything. At least Allah should have said they don't. They judge on falsehood or on assumption, conjecture for them. I don't know. Maybe he's talking about those Christians. No, but he doesn't know much about the Christians at this time because there's an ayat that the Trinity is, besides Allah taking Jesus Christ and his mother with Allah as gods, different gods. So that the Christians can explain, but just for now here, wouldn't it be like how he's put it, right? And then how he's put it for you here. So, oops. Yeah, this is me. The, yeah, the camera was on my side. So I'm quite dark and nice to see that. I love tanning. And Allah judges with truth. Nice to see myself. Sorry, I'm just joking. Yeah, there's no, like, please don't. Now you see whether you want to take it as if I'm the narc. Look at me, I'm so beautiful. And none like me. So, sorry, excuse me. Yeah, I'm just kidding. And Allah judges with truth while those they invoke. And God has given me, sorry, like, okay, what's happening here? So God has given me such beautiful hair. I cannot tell you, right? Uh, Beautiful hair and teeth rotting. It's really wonderful to see them, see my bones and teeth withering away. Okay. No, no, wait, look here. Where is it? Sorry if I can focus. Besides him, judge not with anything. They invoke. Besides him, judge not with anything. Shouldn't it be Shayin, Shayin? Shouldn't it be judge? They judge with falsehood, not with not anything. So I was saying on Facebook, Arisha is Muslim, her tormentor, the Muslim Pakistani. He said बकवास करती है आरिशा फतवा निकाला आरिशा के अगेंस्ट देखिए मुसलमानों पाकिस्तानी तुम लोग इतना देखिए अगर तुम लोगों को ऐसा बोलना है बकवास इधर आके मुझे बोलो कि हम बकवास करते हैं इस्लाम के अगेंस्ट हम क्या बकवास कर रहे हैं ना आरिशा कर रही है ना मैं सो ये हमारे जो पाकिस्तानी हैं देखिए आपको हिजाब करना है निकाब में रहना है और फिर खुदा ना खास्ता आपकी डॉटर आपकी बहन आपकी वैसे बहन को तो बेटी को भी वो ऑनर किलिंग होती है पाकिस्तान में elsewhere in Muslim world sometimes. They say it's not in our religion, but it's in our culture. Prophet Muhammad never did it, but other Muslims say, why are they honor killing? लेकिन शर्म 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 shame shame ऐब right? तो ये तो है इतना ऐब दे दिया है कि मार भी सकते हैं ऑनर किलिंग सो अगर आपकी बहन बेटी योर डॉटर God forbid your wife gets raped and आप पीछे जाएंगे like four witnesses अगर जिना के थ्रू करेंगे जो इस्लामिक मुस्लिम कंट्रीज चाहते हैं four witnesses on the zina way for zina God has said four witnesses For rape, God has not said 4 witnesses. You should take Surah Yusuf ayat. तो अगर आपको इतना पीछे जाना है, going backwards in this, or maybe taking the Quran wrong in a not in a proper way. अरे तो in Pakistan also, right? I was on ये क्या है? Surah Yusuf की आयत है when Yusuf was attacked by Zuleikha. They did not call for 4 witnesses. Maybe now the God has changed the law. Ayatin change karta hai, हाँ Allah. Allah changes ayat. So I don't know why I'm talking in Urdu also. Whatever you want to do, but think about it, right? अगर आपका अभी हाँ मुझे थोड़ा उर्दू में बात करना है इसलिए कुछ पाकिस्तानी फतवाज नहीं भेजे हमारे अगेंस्ट, एक्स मुस्लिम के अगेंस्ट, राइट? आपको 4 विटनेसेस चाहेंगे, आपकी बेटी को, आपकी माँ को, आपकी बहन को, सॉरी यू नो, तो रेप केस में वो कहाँ से लगी? फिर उनको लैशेस मिले, खुदा ना खास्ता आपकी बेटी रेप हुई। पाकिस्तान में गैंग रेप्स भी होते हैं बहुत सारे, मद्रासाज में तो ऐसे एक मोलेस्टेशन जो क्या नहीं होते, रेप भी हो सकते हैं, लेकिन वो रेप नहीं करते, वो बहुत चालाक है मद्रासा में आपके मौलाना, रिलीजियस स्कॉलर्स। तो सोचें फिर लैशेस मिलेंगे उनको अगर 4 विटनेसेस कैन नॉट कम अप। तो ये छोड़े आप लोग, ये जाहिलत आप लोगों में जो है, फतवा वाले इस्लामिस्ट, अरीशा, खुदा ना खास्ता छोड़े, अभी डीएनए है और अदर टेस्ट करने देंगे जो जज करते हैं ना, ये जो अभी जजेस बैठे हुए हैं कोर्ट्स में, सिक्यूलियर, लंदन यूके जाओ तो अवेल दिस, अमेरिका जाओ, न्यूजीलैंड और ये नॉन मुस्लिम कंट्रीज जाओ, इधर अगर मैं रेप हुई खुदा ना खास्ता, मुझे भी 4 विटनेसेस चाहेंगे, राइट? यूएई, तो आप आ जाए पाकिस्तान, यूएई आ जाए, यूएई रेप जिना like 4 witnesses, so let's put the 4 number, 4 witnesses। अगर नहीं मिला तो मुझे लैशेस इधर नहीं मिलेंगे, बट सऊदी अरेबिया में मिल सकते हैं लैशेस, और पाकिस्तान पता नहीं, there are no specific, yeah, no non-Muslim थे, okay, the rape case in Dubai is making a splash। कौन सा वेबसाइट है? Reddit, rape laws in the United Arab। In terms of rape crimes in the UAE, burden of proof is often to be showered by the showcase, sorry, showered, मुझे भी shower चाहिए, sorry, तो मेरे दिमाग में shower है, shower sorry, showcased by the witnesses। Oh, what's that? Did I get this right? So lexology.com, अल्लाह मेरी तौबा, यूएई अरब, आप लोग क्या करें भाइयों बहनों, अरब इमाराती तो हाँ, देखो मजाक करने से तुम्हें फाइन भी मिल सकता है, मर भी सकती हो, फाइट भी हो सकती हो, बहुत किया है। नहीं नहीं, मैं like I have to put light, I'm not making fun of Arabs, am I? No no, you are just be honest। नहीं नहीं, ना लाइट, देखिए ऐसे नहीं करें, तो देखिए हमारी इतनी इंटेलिजेंट नहीं नहीं, showcased by the witnesses, further false allegations, तो बड़ा प्रॉब्लम हो जाता है, राइट? तो मैं तो फैमिली के लिए रिफॉर्म चाह रही थी कि फैमिली मेंबर को कोर्ट में अल्लाह नहीं लेके जाओ, सीनियर फैमिली मेंबर कोर्ट आए, यू नो, इनहेरिटेंस केसेस में। एक मेरा केस था फिक्री, फिक्री एंड फिक्री, पाकिस्तान में, कराची, but the rape victim jailed, detained in Dubai। हमें मारें शेख साहब, आप नाराज हो जाएं हमसे कि हम ऐसा बता रहे हैं। ओ, तो क्या हमें ख़त्म करना है? नॉर्वेजियन वुमन, फिर आई थिंक शेख साहब इंटरवीन देन हमारे, व्हाट हैपेंड? ओह माय, द साइड कांट बी रीच्ड अगेन, so this is the thing. We are now this, so I think whether this is not a true detained in the way, but the UAE strict stance on it, तो ऐसा है ना, ऐसा है। अब देखिए ये जो हमारे secular or whatever you call them courts judges decide on nothing अल्लाह ने कहा है right, false, 4 witnesses चाहिए। तो so if 4 witnesses are not available, a ta'zir punishment is enacted. Read it. अब ये नहीं पता दुबई में या हर इस्लामिक कंट्रीज जो ये read it. लो लो, तो खुदा ना करे आपकी बेटी, तो आपने जो अरीशा को ऐसा ऐसा, आप हमारी टांग तोड़ें, सर, like okay okay, it's not, I'm not like आप मेरा सर तोड़ें, तोड़ें, right? ओह, तो तो let's go to Arisha's channel again, show you। अभी तक मैं इस तो ये मौलाना साहब और पाकिस्तान शरिया कोर्ट्स, ये आप क्या कर रहे हैं? एकेडमिकली आपको दिखा रहे हैं, राइट? मैं तो अरीशा भी हदीस से दिखाती है, कुरान की आयत दिखाती है। जरूरी नहीं है हर हर लाइव स्ट्रीम पे दिखाएं दिखाएं दिखाएं। दिखा लिया जो दिखाना था, वीडियोस अपलोड कर दिए। ओह माय गॉड, सो इधर इनको फतवा दिया है, हाँ? फतवा इशूड, अली हक अस्तगफिर अल्लाह। क्या हुआ अली हक भाई? अच्छा, अभी आप आए हैं अस्तगफिर अल्लाह करने, तो लेकिन ये बताएं कि खुदा ना खास्ता आपकी बेटी का रेप हुआ, खुदा ना खास्ता, 4 विटनेसेस चाहेंगे, राइट? हम एकेडमिकली कर रहे हैं, ब्रदर इन ह्यूमैनिटी। खैर आपकी तो मैं सिस्टर नहीं हूँ, ह्यूमैनिटी तो इस्लाम में है नहीं, ऐसा लगता है। फतवा इशूड अगेंस्ट मी बाय एन इस्लामिस्ट इन पाकिस्तान, रिएक्शन वीडियो। अली हक आप मजाक कर रहे हैं? आप देखिए आपके साथ और हमारे साथ कैसा मजाक किया है आपके अल्लाह ने, अस्तगफिर अल्लाह अस्तगफिर अल्लाह बोलते रहे। आपको अस्तगफिर अल्लाह, अच्छा आप सुन रहे हैं इसलिए आपके कान पक गए, या कान में मोल्टन अल्लाह डालेगा? इतना आपका अल्लाह भी नहीं कर सकता, इतना डरते हैं? हाँ, क्या आपको माफ करे अल्लाह? कि आप क्या सुन रहे हैं? अल्लाह, आपका अल्लाह। ये बेचारा बेचारा डरा हुआ मुस्लिम आया है, कहता है अस्तगफिर अल्लाह। क्या हुआ? मुर्तद, हाँ। हाँ तो क्या, क्या हुआ? इसमें कोई क्राइम है मुर्तद? वैसे रसूलुल्लाह की बीवियां जो हैं, राइट, अली हक, उनको कहा गया कि अगर आपको हयात दुनिया जीनत तो चले जाएं, उनको मारा तो नहीं, तो आप क्यों डरते हैं इधर आके? हाँ, बड़ा शैतान से आप डरते हैं ना, वैसे शैतान भी अल्लाह से डरता है। आपका शैतान अल्लाह का शैतान। तो देखें, अगर आप इतने डरते हैं तो फिर इधर क्यों आए हैं? रिफ्यूट करने आए हैं? हाँ, खुदा न खास्ता आपकी बेटी का रेप हुआ, 4 विटनेसेस चाहेंगे। आपकी माँ बहन को तो छोड़ दें, राइट? बहन की कौन परवाह करता है? ऑनर किलिंग्स होती हैं। और इधर अल्लाह आपका कह रहा है कि वो दोज दे इन्वोक अपॉन जज ऑन नथिंग। कैसे जज ऑन नथिंग? जज ऑन फॉल्सहुड बोल सकते हैं, जज ऑन अजम्पशन बोल सकते हैं। एंड व्हाट डू योर जजेस जज ऑन इन शरिया कोर्ट्स? और अल्लाह ने उनको कहा है कि जो द वंस दे इन्वोक अपॉन, कॉल अपॉन, जज ऑन नथिंग। और फिर प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद को जज बनाया। तो ये अस्तगफुर अल्लाह करने की क्या जरूरत है बार बार? पहले सुने तो सही बात को, कंक्लूजन बना लिया अस्तगफुर अल्लाह। इतने जाहिल नहीं हो, क्या डरना? पहले बात को तो सुने पूरी, बस आते ही अस्तगफुर अल्लाह। ये जाहिलत कॉस्ट द मुस्लिम वुमेन आपकी। मुस्लिम गर्ल्स, गर्ल्स के साथ शादियां करना, फिर उनको डिवोर्स अगर देना, तो सूरह तलाक आयत 4। रेप केसेस में 4 विटनेसेस की जरूरत है। विक्टिम हैज टू फर्निश 4 विटनेसेस, वरना शी विल बी, ताजीर मिलेगी उनको, पनिशमेंट। तो ये आपका जाहिलत कॉस्ट योर मुस्लिम बिलीविंग वुमेन, गर्ल्स, व्हाट अ ग्रेट कॉस्ट। पाकिस्तानी है, छोड़ेंगे अभी ये जाहिलत, फतवाएं निकालें और मारना धारना ना आपको आपके रिलीजन का बराबर आता है। ना कुछ। सॉरी, मैं ये स्क्रीन पे नहीं ला सकती हूँ आपका कमेंट इधर लाइव चैट पे। ओके, वुड यू ब्रदर सी, अस्तगफुरुल्लाह फिर बहुत कर देना, बहुत करना मुर्तिद के साथ, राइट? जो आयशा और हफ्सा ने प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद के साथ किया वो हम नहीं कर सकते, हम नहीं करेंगे। आप हमें मुर्तिद कहते हैं, उनको क्या कहेंगे? ठीक है, जो ज़ैनब बिन जॉश के साथ प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद ने किया वो हम नहीं कर सकते किसी और की वाइफ के साथ। अडॉप्टेड सन जैद के साथ जो हम नहीं करेंगे ऐसे चीजें। सोचें, आपको अगर प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद अडॉप्ट करे और फिर आए कि अडॉप्शन छोड़ दो, आपको नाम दिया एंड ही इज नॉट द फादर ऑफ एनी ऑफ योर, तो आप इधर वो करें क्या? डिस्कशन में आए, डिस्कशन में आए, कोऑपरेट करें ब्रदर। अली हक। अच्छा, अली कैसे हक पे है आप ये बताएं मुझे। आप शिया है ना? अली कौन से हक पे है? अली हक के लिए लड़ता है या अपने दीन के लिए लड़ता है? सूर्य अहजाब की आयत में क्या अमर के साथ, अमर बिन अब वुद क्या है कि डिसबिलीवर के अगेंस्ट लड़ो? अली ने बोल दिया है, यानी प्रॉफिट मोहम्मद ने बोला है, अल्लाह ने बोला है। इट्स अ फाइट अगेंस्ट डिसबिलीवर्स। खैबर या खंदक था कौन सा? अब मैं भूल जाती हूँ, मेमोरी तो मेरी बहुत पोर है, लेकिन मैं आई गॉट द मैसेज। तो प्लीज आप लोग जब इधर आए, थोड़ा डरे नहीं, इतना डरे नहीं। शैतान भी डरता है अल्लाह से। आप में और शैतान में क्या फर्क है? आप उस हाई असेंबली में नहीं थे और अगेंस्ट अल्लाह वन कमांड, और आप तो वैसे वही करते हैं जो शैतान ने मना किया कि मैं नहीं करूंगा। आप तो सजदा सिर्फ अल्लाह का करते हैं। और अस्तगफुरुल्लाह तौबा। देखिए, आप अपना इग्नोरेंस देखिए। देखिए अल्लाह ने आपको कितना बेवकूफ बनाया, क्या बकवास लिखा है इस कुरान में। जो अरीशा एक्स मुस्लिम को वो फतवा वाला कहता है बकवास करती है इस्लाम के अगेंस्ट। अभी आप सजदा किसका करते हैं? शैतान ने तो मना कर दिया। अल्लाह ने क्या कुरान में बोला है कि आई एम द क्रिएटर, प्रोस्ट्रेट टू मी। तो फिर प्रोस्ट्रेशन बताएं, एक बात मुझे बताएं, द रीजन बिहाइंड Allah commanding the angels to prostrate to Adam. जब अल्लाह ने कहा आई एम द बेस्ट क्रिएटर, प्रोस्ट्रेट टू मी, और किसी को इतना तक बोला है सूरह अलक में कि डू नॉट ओबे दिस मैन, दिस टेरिबल जिनाखोर tyrant, lowest of the low disbelievers. Do not obey him, prostrate to me. हाँ, prostrate to me नहीं कहा, prostrate and draw near. अब drawing near to Allah, आपको रसूलुल्लाह की दुआ की जरूरत है, सलात की जरूरत है। रसूलुल्लाह जब तक सलात आपके लिए आपको नहीं करे, आप नियरनेस टू गॉड तो जा नहीं सकते, कुर्बतन इल्लल्लाह कर नहीं सकते हैं। और कह रहा है आपका अल्लाह कि do not obey him, but कहना चाहिए but obeying the messenger is equivalent to obeying Allah. उधर ये कहता है, उधर ये कहता है, वो कहता है। हक तो आपका रसूलुल्लाह भी नहीं कर सका, बोल नहीं सका। सूरे अहज़ाब की आयत है 53, कौन सी है? ही इज शाय टू टेल द ट्रूथ, अल्लाह टेल्स द ट्रूथ, और उसको मैसेंजर बना दिया। उसका सलात आपके लिए ड्रॉइंग नियर टू अल्लाह है, गेनिंग हिज सलात, सलवात। व्हाट डज दैट मीन? और आप अस्तगफुरुल्लाह करते रहें, मुर्तद करते रहें, और जो इनजस्टिसेस आपके रिलीजन में हैं और होते हैं रिलीजियस लॉज लेके, वो मत पूछें, उस पे अस्तगफुरुल्लाह करें, उस पे करें। इतना अल्लाह से डरते हैं कि अल्लाह ना रहमत ना रहीम। अगर मुर्तद हमको बनाया तो अल्लाह ने बनाया, बिकॉज विदाउट अल्लाह's will nothing can happen. Without Allah's permission, no one can even do good. सूरह तकवीर की आयत है। आप समझ रहे हैं? नहीं समझ रहे? आपको ये पता है विदाउट अल्लाह's will कितना भी एफर्ट डालते हैं टू बिलीव, विदाउट अल्लाह's परमिशन वी कैन नॉट बिलीव। और ये अस्तगफुरुल्लाह आपको खुद अल्लाह ने कहा है कि थोड़ा दिमाग यूज करें। रिफ्लेक्ट करने के लिए क्या चाहिए? व्हाट डू यू नीड टू रिफ्लेक्ट ऑन द कुरान? हाँ, if there were much contradictions in the Quran, it would be from other than Allah, by Saab. And no one can believe except by the permission of Allah. तो ये अदर आयत्स छोड़ दें कि दे वांटेड टू गो एस्ट्रे, बट फिर अल्लाह कहता है देयर आर कॉन्ट्रडिक्शंस। ये नहीं है कि वी वांटेड टू गो एस्ट्रे, एक तरफ से ये कहता है अल्लाह दे डिडंट वांट टू बिलीव, लेकिन कैसे कहता है, आप वो अरबिक तो पढ़े और इंग्लिश अपने लैंग्वेज उर्दू या किसमें सही माना करें उसका ट्रांसलेशन अरबिक का, आयत पता चलेगा कितने कॉन्ट्रडिक्शंस है और कैसे पोरली अल्लाह ने लिखा है। कि फिर अल्लाह कहता है किधर किधर कि विदाउट द परमिशन, विदाउट हिज परमिशन नो वन कैन बी अ बिलीवर। इसका आप मतलब दें, मतलब अभी आप निकालेंगे मतलब कनेक्टिंग, ओके, हैव सम नेटवर्क प्रॉब्लम्स। हाँ, Kitty Kingdom is here. Welcome, Kitty Kingdom. मुर्तद मुर्तद कह रहे हैं। तो अगर आपके अल्लाह नहीं चाहते तो हम नहीं होते मुर्तद. We would have not been murtads. Thank you, Kitty Kingdom. I know, already know what Allah has said and how much contradictions Allah has done in the Quran ayats. देखिए ये jahilat is going to cost a lot of people. Your own Muslim females, not only women, children, girls. अभी सुधर जाए, सही रास्ते देखें, ये कौन सा सही रास्ता है। अगर नहीं मिल रहा है तो हेलो मैम, हेलो, वेलकम किटी किंगडम, थैंक यू फॉर बीइंग हियर, रियली अप्रिशिएट। So what is at stake here, brother Ali Haq? Without Allah's permission कोई मुर्तद हो ही नहीं सकता। आपके अल्लाह ने देखिए कितना इनजस्टिस किया है हमारे साथ। फिर और इस अल्लाह का इनजस्टिस, क्रूल्टी, अनफेयरनेस पे आप कह रहे हैं अस्तगफिर अल्लाह, आप नहीं जानते हैं ब्रदर, नादान है, अनजान, इग्नोरेंट है। आप कुरान को ऐसे पढ़ रहे हैं जैसे आपके रिलीजियस स्कॉलर्स आपको गाइड करते हैं, मिसगाइड कर रहे हैं। वो भी जानते होंगे किधर अंदर कि ये सच नहीं है। देखिए इधर अब जो फॉरेन करते हैं वो कैसे डिसाइड करते हैं रेप केस के लिए, राइट? अभी अल्लाह इधर फॉल्सहुड भी नहीं बोलता है, बोलता है दे दोज दे कॉल अपॉन, और ये मुशरिक्स हैं, राइट? दे मेक पार्टनर्स विद अल्लाह एंड दे इन्वोक ऑन अदर्स बिसाइड्स अल्लाह। Allah judges with truth, yani Rasulullah judges with truth, taking Surah 4 ayat 65 and Surah, and what Allah and the Messenger have decreed for you, decided for you. Surah 33 ayat 36. Qada, the same word as used here. What, and Allah judges with truth, haq. While those they invoke besides him judge not with anything. अपने आप पे रहम करें कुछ, पिटी योरसेल्व्स। इमाम अली ने ये नहीं बोला गलती से बोल दिया इन नेचुरल बलागा अली हक, sorry to put it this way, friends pity yourselves, right? माविया को लेटर लिख रहा था या sermon में है या letters में है, नेचुरल बलागा में, मुझे याद नहीं है। Ma'am, imagine a 70-year-old man and 9-year-old kid. How the worst world couple, worst world couple. Ah. Kitty Kingdom, Imagine a Muslim man's daughter being raped, gang raped in Pakistan. It can happen. It has happened. And she cannot produce 4 witnesses. You see, here the Muslims could change the hadiths and say, Aisha was 19 years old, or whatever. Now they can change this, right? I can't even imagine this, right? Look at a 9-year old. And Yusuf Zaidi, a Shia, had come to my house. And he said, at that time, and whenever Allah wants to implement his rules, he used Zainab bin Josh and Zaid for that adopted son's ex-wives getting married to, right? When you are the father of that adopted son. Then Aisha being 9, so you can get married to a 9-year-old. And at that time, Sayyid Yusuf Zaidi Shia telling me, in my house, right? He's explaining. At that time in Arabia, the women got older at a very young age, ripe and old, and so she wasn't really a child. She was a woman at 9 years old. This is what they would say to you. We need to say more. So Kitty, take this, right? Ask these Muslims when, like, if let's say what about rape cases? Allah is saying here in Surah 40 ayat 20, they judge with nothing. Those you invoke upon. He's made the messenger a judge in other ayats, and they judge on nothing. And what do the Sharia courts judge on? So there's like against mushriks, like of course you can call on, like this is really a terrible, so much. There's so much in this religion. Forget, I mean, I don't want to talk about other religions, but this was my religion and it's terrible, right? At 9 years, a woman, she becomes a woman and she becomes eligible to practice her religion, 5 times prayers, also salat and all this. 70-year-old, no, he was 51. Kitty Kingdom, please. He wasn't 70 years old. Prophet Muhammad, Pir Mujhe, please correct yourself. Prophet Muhammad was 50 years old, not 70. So please correct yourselves. Even if he was 30 years old, I cannot imagine, forget 50. And you have not put this properly. So please correct yourself, Kitty Kingdom. I kind of feel very anxious and all this. Okay, ma'am. Oh, okay, great. Thank you. Please correct yourselves. That's not 70 years old. He was 51 or 50 years old when he got married to Aisha, 9-year-old. 50, yes, thank you so much. I really appreciate this. There should be no exaggeration here. Thank you, Kitty Kingdom. Now, I can't imagine a 30-year-old getting married to a 9-year-old, let alone a 50-year-old getting married to a 9-year-old. And using Aisha. So at that time, even a Shia Sayyid was telling me that not only to implement a law that this is the age for marriage for the girls who become women in the desert, and if you have like food, like Eastern food, like you're having these masalas, biryani, and the food is different. So the diet now, as we're told, diet has an effect on the mental or personality disorder, like schizophrenia, is Harvard University doctor, right? So they will bring out, so they'll take that, the Muslims will take that. Also, what the Harvard University doctor has now come up with, that diet makes a difference. It has an effect on your mental state. right? And by the way, wasn't it like this in the Hindus too? So you're not a Hindu, right? Katie Kingdom? And how old was Mariam when she had that child, that Jesus Christ? God got attracted to her chastity and gave her a child. At what age? So back then, everything, and the 9-year old becoming a woman, what an evolution. But now we have, even like me, I'm 50 something, and yet my brain hasn't grown. I'm still a child. Evolution. Yes, not Hindu, no. Very, very good. Yeah. So, no, no, I'm just joking. Yeah. So, but proud to be. Yes, you're not Hindu. Proud to be what? No, I liked Hindu spirituality and all this, but I heard that in a debate, Hindu with a Muslim, that yes, they don't, he was not saying child marriages, what you might call it, objecting to child marriages, because in Hinduism, there's also Sanatan Dharma, there's child marriages. But what he was objecting to, I think, was Prophet Muhammad's age at the time he married a 9-year-old. So these things have come up. But imagine, Kitty Kingdom, what are you proud of? I was also one time proud of spirituality that Hindu has come from, Hinduism has come from, then I found out has also come from the Persian Magi's and the shamans, the Red Indians, American from America and other places. So, uh, ma'am, you're calling me ma'am. Thank you for the, but can you just call me sister? Because we're on the same level here. Proud to be Hindu. Ah, you are a Hindu. But there's child marriage in Hinduism. So it's not good, Kitty Kingdom. It's not good. So this. Okay. I'm sorry to put it this way. You know, you have great spirituality, but what can I say even that? There also, God has, this God thing is terrible. Don't you think so? People suffering so much. No, ma'am, I felt like, okay. But you're a Hindu. I wish the Muslims, Ali Haq, would stay here and see this. This is not for the Hindus. I'm from that religion. You are from that religion, okay. So, have you considered? Have you come across Sir Pradeep Mukherjee? He's Many Hindus have now left Hinduism due to him. So I might, if I use this device for the other videos, or something, show you. Okay, nice to meet you. And but no religion. Maybe are you saying you're proud to be a Bharati? Okay, Hinduism has one thing, love, which is Radharani. I don't know, ma'am. Who's that? Oh, you don't know, Sir Pradeep Mukherjee. Ah, okay. So what shall I say? But my religion, I was so proud to be a Shiite one time, and look what it has done. So I don't want to, discuss Islam with the Hindu. We've had enough of there's some Hindus making. I don't want to insult Islam. This is very academic, yeah. So it's for the Muslims here, Kitty Kingdom. Um, so this, you can, of course, you can share this sparingly, help me, but I would appreciate it if you would not too much, come discussing Islam. Islam. So, because it's not fair, right? Because since you said that it's 71st, then 50, you corrected yourself, but there's child marriage in Hinduism too. What your religion gives to you, ma'am, tell me one thing. What my religion, what religion? Which every religion gives something good, right? Every religion has something good in it. Although Christian Prince will disagree with me on this, right? What your own Gandhi says about Imam Hussain. What does he say? And the many Hindus have said, Brahmin Hindus, right? So you cannot say that what my religion has given to me. There are many things I can tell you what my religion has given to me. My religion has given to me imamat, which continues, unlike the Christian, right? Jesus Christ went, yeah, you've got the Holy Spirit, but he's in human form. He's here. And we have Ismaili Islam, beautiful Imam, who's respected around the world and looked up to. So Islam is the one who has given us Ismaili Islam. Yes, it's made fields, women, but the good things I can tell you, Imam Hussein. And what is Imam Hussein? Gandhi has said, if I had companions like Imam Hussein had, even Jesus Christ didn't have such companions like Imam Hussein who didn't want to leave him. And we thought it has given us such beautiful morals and all this. A lot of things beautiful. And a lot of things that are imamat, very crucial. That after the messenger, it's very great to have an imam, right? My religion gave me, at that time when I was a Shia, right now I'm not a Shia, neither am I a Muslim. But when I was a Shia, I felt that my religion would be incomplete without Hussein, Imam Hussein. So even Dr. Iqbal has said, yes, he said, कि इस्लाम में क्या रहा है सिर्फ एक ज़रबत अली मीनिंग Imam Ali and Hussein, Zib Azim, Imam Hussein. Husn Yadallah. So for every, you see it, but all the good things, but there are bad things, terrible things. Then why you created Xmas? Uh, Now I'll come to why I became an ex-Muslim, right? Now again, you're coming to Kitty Kingdom. You can look at my why. Don't you know why? Because there are some good things in every devilish religion. Great things. Devil doesn't come. You see, devil doesn't come in a bad way at times. He comes in a good way. He shows you good morals. He makes you think beautifully. Now, looking at the Quran ayats, there are many contradictions. What do you say about this? If I see a contradiction in the Quran ayat, should I leave it or not? As a Hindu, do you know? Now I'm asking you, do you know my religion, Islam? You just know a hadith that a 50-year-old man married. Do you know the Quran? I'm mostly concentrated on the Quran. Not on the hadiths, going to the Sunnis and bashing them. Now, what my religion has given me, the bad side. Should a religion have a bad side to it? It's not like, oh, this person has a good side and a bad side, give them the benefit of the doubt. Now, how would you, as a Shia, if you were a Shia, right, how would you feel if, okay, you're wearing hijab and properly, like Bibi Fatima Zahra's, right? You're doing all the things. You have a beautiful, let's say you're even in a smiley, you have a beautiful imam with you who takes care of you. What Allah has promised the imam should do, spiritually give you everything, right? He's with you, everything. It's beautiful. Hmm? But that doesn't come from Islam, does it? It comes from the Abrahamic religion of Judaism. Actually, Moses, there is where 12 imams came from, or 12 naqibs came from. One thing. So my religion has copied Judaism, and yet says the Bani Israel went against Allah's commands and all this. Another thing is, if you find contradictions in the Quran, wouldn't it be from other than Allah? So forget all this beautiful imams and who help you, who save your lives, who give you knowledge, right? He doesn't withhold knowledge from you, Surah Takwir, right? But knowledge of the spirit we have given you little. Okay, all this. It's made beautiful. Let's say it's made so beautiful, like Ismaili Islam. And you have the Quran, right? So what if you find contradictions and you have this ayat, Allah telling you, and how Allah has put it, you find out for the polytheists, and then He's made messengers. So there's association with Allah implied in Quran ayats, and very direct association, Surah Takwir ayat. There's association with Allah, but no, polytheists, no. How do you, so if you were a Shia, it would have been better for me to question you like this. So why are you questioning me as a Hindu? I don't understand. Sorry. I would like a Shia to question me, preferably Shia. Okay. Ma'am, don't call me ma'am. We're equal here. So you can call me sister. Unless you're a Shia or a Muslim, you can't call me sister. वो हिंदुइज्म में एक बहुत अच्छी बात है राखी बंधन. You can even make not your mother's biological sister a sister, right? That's really nice. So why aren't you calling me sister? Let's be on equal terms. This is academic. I'm not your teacher even here. So if you were a Muslim, a Shia, do you have a Shia friend you can call here and we can have a discussion on this? Because you're a Hindu, what shall I ask you? Like, you're not in my religion. And you're not supposed to be the one. Like, I would ask the Shia, can you see the contradiction? Can you see that your prophet in Surah Tahrim is a false prophet? The Surah Tahrim ayat 1 is showing, and the Shia tafsir on Surah 21 ayat, No messenger, no special chosen servants of Allah, no special servants of Allah are supposed to go against the command of Allah or say anything before Allah speaks. Only what Allah says they're supposed to do. How come in Surah Tahrim, which Allah says in Surah 21, ayat 27, and that's the tafsir, not the Sunni tafsir on that, but the Shia tafsir. And then how come you defend the Prophet, taking him as a true prophet in Surah Tahrim, ayat 1? Huh? When he forbade himself what Allah had made lawful for him, to harimu and halla, all this forbidding. Why did he bring the religious thing into this? Rather than refraining from it, like the doctor says, refrain, he brought a religious word, making it haram on him, what Allah had made. So I would like to, really good if a Shia came here and I could ask him this, rather than they coming here saying astaghfirullah and murtad. And this is, what kind of a thing is this? And they're giving water. Nadeem Sarwar who Noah, parindo ko bhi pani do. Give water in the, in the summer and things to the birds. Now, what about this ayat in Surah 9? That the polytheists were giving water to the pilgrims, and that's not equal to believing in Allah. But in Surah 12, ayat 106, Allah says that most of these mushriks are believers in Allah. So look at the ayats that are unjust to the polytheists. The polytheists giving water and maintaining Masjid al-Haram is not equal to believing in Allah and the last day and doing jihad, struggle. Huh? And the polytheists are najis, impure. And if Shias, look at this ayat, Surah Takwir ayat also. Now, Surah Takwir ayat, I was on that also. See my previous live streams. What do you say about Surah Takwir ayat? Put yourself in Shia shoes, you know. You cannot will it. Let me just go now, leave the chat on this device and show you Surah Takwir ayat, the last one. Second last and the last, Surah Takwir. What do you think the Muslims would say? I'm interested in what the Muslims would say about this, not what the Hindus are saying. Sorry. So for whoever wills among you to take a right course, right way, right? But here also Allah says in the 29th verse, the last verse of Surah Takwir, and you do not will. You don't even will. So forget about submitting you have to submit. No, like submitting your will to Allah. You do not will. You cannot even on your own submit your will to Allah unless Allah wills that you submit your will to Allah. Nothing of your own effort counts. No volition, nothing here. And you do not will except that Allah wills, Lord of the worlds. Surah Takwir ayat 29. And you cannot believe in Allah, Surah Yunus ayat, unless Allah permits you to believe in Him. Surah Yunus ayat 100. Am I going too fast? And it is not for a soul to believe except by the permission of Allah. Except by the permission of Allah. And He will place the wrath on those who do not use aql, whatever you call the intellect of the heart or reason, wherever it comes from, okay? People have, ex-Muslims have worked out that the intellect is from the heart in Islam. Heart has two functions: mind and feelings. So I would like a Shia's this on opinion or what, like discovering. What would you say about these ayahs? Have I misinterpreted it, or have you just sculpted through your religious scholars being deceived by the imams also of the progeny of Prophet Muhammad, chosen imams? So, and Prophet Muhammad, Surah Tahrim ayat also. Anyways, so if you're going to say, like I said some time ago in my life, I submit my will to Allah, but you cannot say it and you cannot do it. You can say it, but you can't do it unless Allah wills that you do it, that you submit your will to Allah. So you're saying it is hypocrisy. You know it, that you can't do it. You will not be able to do it without the permission and without the will of Allah. So you should say, Allah, may Allah will that I submit to Allah, not I myself submit to Allah's will. No, that will not work. Taking Surah Takwir ayats 28 and 29, please look at this. Don't look at the, go look at the other ayats too, then there's a contradiction where Allah says, since they wanted to go astray, I led them astray. No, no, no. So those are in contradiction to Surah Takwir ayat 28 and 29. Why haven't the Shias seen this, Ali Haq? Huh? When your prophet also takes Surah 33 ayat, he's shy to speak the truth. It's troubling him that the guests have overstayed after eating. They're staying over. He's shy to tell the truth. How can Allah even make him a judge? A judge, he says, of the polities you invoke your partners who are judges, but they cannot judge at all. They have nothing to judge upon. What do they have to judge upon? Yet he's made Prophet a judge with himself in Surah 33 at 36. Now here we come to Surah. This may be a little difficult for you. Shias. Surah 33 at 53. That behavior was troubling the Prophet, and he is shy. What kind of a prophet has Allah chosen that he's shy of dismissing you? But Allah is not shy of the truth. This means the Prophet is shy of the truth. Sometimes he might be shy to tell you the truth. What kind of a prophet is he? And then you're saying Ali is Haq. Ali is not shy of telling the truth. Oh my God, and Haq is with Ali, and Prophet Muhammad said this, but he himself here is shy of telling you the truth. When Allah is not shy of telling the truth. Now you want to go to Ali, don't you, Shias? Only Ali then. Then put away Prophet Muhammad and the Quran. You found Ali, maybe the pagan Ali you found, or maybe you found the Persian Ali, Magi. And I think Persian Magi is as old as Indian sages have been. They have been there. They even reached Jesus Christ when he was born. Persian Magi. Hindus didn't. right? So the Ali Haq you are taking and you're asked to take by Prophet Muhammad even, all contradictions. This is not the Ali, Prophet Muhammad's cousin son-in-law. He must be from a polytheist or magi. Ali, the Most High, who came down. So please go to the proper religion and get your history right and all this, and the Quran properly. Allah has given His salat. Allah and the angels have given the salat to Prophet Muhammad. You also send salat on him. What does that mean? If you get the proper meaning, you'll go running to Ismailis. Ismaili, Imam. And Baduans are this. So, Surah 9, ayat 99. You have to be deserving of Prophet Salawat, prayers. In a way, you're worshipping Prophet Muhammad and you don't even know it. And what other ayat is there? Let me see. For this now. So he's saying Allah judges, and he, please look at this. Kitty, can we just for, if I may get you involved in this, although I don't like to get Indians involved in my previous religion. So, let's see, Allah, I don't have my notes. Actually, I used the wrong device. So there's call upon besides him, cannot judge it. They call upon besides him who cannot judge it at all. How can Prophet Muhammad then judge? Allah has made. But that means that you can even, like, he's telling the polytheists, you know what he's telling the polytheists here? He is telling the polytheists, how can you call upon those you have associated with Allah or partners, made partners, or attributed to Allah? Whatever you have attributed, call upon them for judgment, since they do not judge on anything, not even falsehood. Please, logic, intelligence, just need average. Even me, who is in low, right? Maybe I'm not intelligent, I'm just below average intelligent. But I can see it. Why can't you see it, Shias? That this is, Allah has made Prophet Muhammad a judge, and you have to submit to him with full submission. Taslima. Yusallimu taslima. Right? Yusallimu. Yusallimu. Yusallimu taslima. Sorry. In Surah 4, ayat 65. Where is it? Surah 4, ayat 65. Please see this. Right? So how can Prophet Muhammad then, taking Surah 40 at 20, judge on truth like Allah? So he judges on truth like Allah, right? Look, Quran.com, thank you. Surah 4 at 65. Allah swears by his lordship, but no by your Lord. Oh my God. Not will they believe, not even true believers, but they will not believe. You cannot be a believer until hatta they make you judge, meaning Prophet Muhammad judge, about what arises between them. Whatever arises between them, it's not even like whatever conflict or dispute. Then not they find in themselves any discomfort about what, sorry, it has to be like this. You have decided and submit, you sallimu taslima, in full submission. When he's telling the polytheists, those you invoke upon judge on nothing. Huh? How can he say this to the polytheists? Wouldn't it be unjust? Gentle assassin, ex-Muslim Zindabad. Thank you, gentle assassins. Thank you for being here. Seems like you're. Uh, can you just not put it in? Like I can't show your in full capital letters. Just small letters would be better. Welcome here, gentle assassin. Seems like you're Pakistani Indian Asian. Zindabad. But look what they've done. Fatwa against Arisha and the way to. Yes, really, Pakistanis are overboard with their cruelty. We're just doing this to help the Muslims see and decide for themselves. No one is forcing you, even, right? और ये बकवास नहीं है और किसी की लाइफ आप उसको हार्म करें कि जहां भी मिले और पैसे व्हाट यू कॉल इट रैंसम और हम हेल्प करेंगे व्हाट इज दिस सो हिंदूज प्लीज हेल्प Arisha since you've been coming on our channel soldiers based send soldiers ये क्या है कुछ मुसलमान कहते हैं नहीं नहीं don't believe Aloy al-Sharif I think al-Sharif Emirati was saying it's okay if you leave Islam. For me, they Salahuddin Saudi Arabian here was saying, no, he doesn't believe in harming those who leave Islam. He doesn't believe in harming the murtads, the apostates. So please stop some of your Muslims from doing this against Arisha. Look what they've. ये कोई रिलीजन है आप अगर रेप हुए खुदा न खास्ता आपकी डॉटर आपकी माँ आपकी बहन या आपके बिलवड बहन तो खैर ऑनर किलिंग होते पाकिस्तान में कहाँ नहीं इस्लामिक वर्ल्ड में ऑनर किलिंग्स जहाँ भी होते हैं बांग्लादेश या मुसलमानों में कहते हैं कि ये दिस इज नॉट इन आवर रिलीजन ओके इट्स नॉट बट इट्स अ लीड यू सी इट्स अ लीड सो इतना शर्म देता है ये रिलीजन अगर देखो तो कि तौबा कि बस मार डालो like sorry I mean it can lead to that oh my sister I could wear shorts my sister cannot wear sleeveless even like how dare she ऐसा कर देता है psychotic कर देता है ये religion my parents my mother was lenient my mother told me herself when I bought this tennis dress in London she said oh let me try it and we'll take a picture so with my brother who was and myself and my mother in a tennis dress with sleeveless and short we've taken a picture in London in our backyard house my dress fit her somehow so ye like in this religion gives you such shame and guilt and all this right shame, a lot of shame, that it leads to honor killing. It could lead to honor killing. Let me just put it politically right, because I don't want another uh, red flag warning. No, this would be like a strike. So this it's kind of double standards, like for men. It also gives you double standards, right? This religion, Islam, like for men, "Chiti ka hamara beta abhi kabhi acha mutta kar liya, but the girl has to be a virgin, and I wouldn't send her out, although your son you can send out, but not my daughter." And you, right? Even if it is for education purpose, being an educationalist, an educationalist told me that if you were my daughter, I would not send my daughter out, go to London for higher. My goodness. And what? I was like, so this is the double standards that Islam gives. Like my own principal, who ex-principal of St. Joseph's College, told me. Academician, educationalist. And at that time, what was happening? My father's mind was changing at Muharram Majlises with Qalb Sadiq, right? It's so important, he was saying, in Majlises, Muharram Majlises. Just the year before, I have told my father that, okay, my father decided he's got some money, he'll send me to London, right? He didn't have, he was caught up in capital. He didn't have cash or anything. Then he somehow, my father decided, and his worries were because London, he said, we've lived in London, and I can, with closed eyes, I can send my daughter to London. And this principal, ex-principal of mine, she was even, when she graduated from St. Joseph's College long time ago, I think after that, or when she was admitted to Oxford University, but she didn't go because her sisters were still, in this, they were studying or what. And maybe if her sisters had applied to Oxford University, they would have got it. So, or Cambridge, or so she told me that if I had a daughter, I wouldn't send her abroad for studies. And Qalbe Sadiq is saying that Majlis also, that it's so important to educate women, believers, Shias, how important it is. Even, and if you send them abroad, angels go with them. And oh, great. Angels accompany them, and they are safe, because it is very फिर वो माँ बनती है, an educated mother, even like Western knowledge, education, whatever. Kalpe Sadiq did not put this thing on Islamic knowledge only, limitation. He said any kind of knowledge that even the Western universities or European colleges, schools, institutions give. So Islam teaches us, had this not happened, maybe my father would have been worried, oh, should I? But now his religion is qalb sadiq, stamped, allowing. Should. It's so important, more than if you have, like he said, if you have if you don't have the money to, you can't afford to educate your sons, and you not that much, and you have only money for one child, to educate one child, educate your daughter, educate your daughter. Yeah, worldly education also, not only Islamic education. Qalb Sadiq, he's passed away now. I think, oh, sorry. Qalb Sadiq was in the hospital last time has he passed away? Maybe I didn't want to see this. Yes, 24th November 2020, he passed away. 81 years old. So, you see, this causes to the best educationalist principal who fought with her father because her family was very conservative that she should work, at least go out in Karachi and work, a Bastaki Sunni Muslim, right? Coming from a conservative family, parents. And yet she's told me in 1995 that if I would not send her abroad to study. And then she told me how she applied to Oxford University and got admissions there, but she didn't go because her sisters and all, So this religion causes such psychotic or some abnormal uh, double standards between daughter and son. How you treat a daughter, what freedom you give to the daughter, what freedom you give to your sons. Yes. And already this Allah is to be blamed, right? Because he says that women are your field. In Surah Baqarah, which ayat is? What number is it? You can go into them as you wish. And mutta and also sayar in what Sunni Islam, what do you call it? Traveling sex, mistresses. And mutta and Shia Islam, Prophet Muhammad used to practice, tell the Sahabas you can practice. And for the Sunnis, it's been Allah, no, in the Hadith, it's been cancelled, abrogated. Mutta, temporary marriages. And so the double standards this Islam gives you, look at that also. Real life, I've experienced, seen. When my mother had no objections, although she would miss me like hell when I go to leave her, right? Didn't say, no, Zahra, I don't think you should go to London. We've lived in London, we've known what it is. Such safety and protection for us. So this religion gives you double standards. Now you decide what you, and then in rape cases, those poor daughters of someone who are the beloveds or, or uh, sisters or mothers or wives, aunties, and all. Imagine. Rape case, the woman has to provide for witnesses, not the man. If she brings the case in the Sharia court, and here we have your Allah saying, and is that what they judge on. See, what do they judge on? Rape cases. How do they judge? They judge on nothing. Rape cases, how are they decided, and who brings in un-Islamic countries, right? In the secular system, not even the Christian system. Yeah, in Pakistan, look at this in PBS. What's PBS.org? What does it stand for? In Pakistan, a delicate balance between. You see this news. Oof. Until 2006, this is PBS. In Pakistan, a delicate balance between religious and secular law has been until 2006. Rape in Pakistan was a crime that was largely dealt with under Islamic law. Women had to produce four male witnesses to the crime. Okay, it was a crime and women had to produce. Look at this, right? Where's my pen? Oh, that. Sorry, excuse me for. Where did I just put my pen? Oops. Yeah, here I am being so selfish, right? Where's my pen? I won't be able to. So, charged with adultery. The failure to do so could mean being charged with adultery. और आप अरीशा को कह रहे हैं एक्स मुस्लिम को क्या बकवास कर रही है इस्लाम के ऊपर बकवास कर रही है टॉकिंग नॉनसेंस excuse me yeah oh god I needed to go out okay some other day because the pressure on me and everything I wish I had someone to help me trustworthy person yes sir here we cannot beg, so Allah के नाम पे भर दे झोली मेरी ताजदारे Muhammad because their names are Muhammad, Dubai Sheikh and Abu Dhabi. Just kidding. Here we're not allowed to beg. लौट कर मैं लूटा तो बहुत आपने अबू धाबी को ज़हरा हाँ लूटे कोई मन. Okay, let's see what's happened here. With the passage of the Women's Protection Act that year, rape was moved from the Islamic courts and placed under the jurisdiction of the country's criminal code. Peculiar system. See, oh, this is by Jason M. Braslow. Good news, May 28, 2013. भरते जोली मेरी ताजदारे Farid Kawal Sabri Sahab and brother, the Sabri brothers. How could I forget the younger brother's name? Makbul Hamid. Oh, sorry, Makbul Sabri. Sorry. Bharti choli meri tajdari Madina. With the passage of the Women's Protection Act that year, rape was moved from the Islamic courts and placed under the jurisdiction of the country's criminal code. Nearly 7 years later, though the line between the two can still seem blurred, and despite efforts at reform, whenever there is a conflict between secular laws and Islamic laws, the latter, of course, will typically take precedence. So, what happened here? Let's read the whole. Take, for example, the complicated case of who? Take, for example, I can't. Take it's rape, gang rape, for men near her home. Oh my goodness, at 30. Oh, rural. एक तो गुर्बत में यतीमी थी है. It's another crime to be poverty stricken in Pakistan, in this Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Gang raped. I can't read this out aloud. Abducted. 4 men near her home in the southern district of Dadu. As is often the case in rural Pakistan, Sumro and a family. Excuse me. That my device has become very heavy as my heart becomes heavy. Oh my god. Okay, what I'll do is I'll have to uh, put this in the live chat, yeah? Post it. करते चोली मेरी या मोहम्मद शेख मोहम्मद हाँ हाँ तुम वो करो ना फ्लैटर करो बटर ये आपका रिलीजन है हम आप हमें शेख मोहम्मद पे वो तो मुसलमान है ना हमारे प्रेसिडेंट भरते चोली मेरी शेख मोहम्मद लौट कर मैं न जाऊं so see oh I have to go back to that oh I lost it didn't oh here it is no on Fox web this what do you call it okay as is often the case in rural Pakistan cornerstone Acha. And then Sumro and her family initially brought her case before the local tribe council, or Jirga they call it, yeah? A cornerstone of Pakistan's tribal society. Jirgas can rule on everything from minor property disputes to much more serious. ये भी कर सकते हैं, including rape. So what is Allah saying about those you invoke upon cannot judge on anything when He's made the messenger judge and then your ulil amr authority among you have the power to judge in the country's tribal areas where distrust and frustration with the pace of state courts runs high. Jirgas are common. Okay, whatever it is. Sorry, excuse me, I have to skip this. Such honor killings are illegal under Pakistan law, but this Islam leads to these honor killings and double standards. So I can wear shorts in Karachi American School and mini dresses in London, but my sister, no, no, younger sister, the youngest one. This is what my double standard came up. And I had to contemplate on this. My mother lenient, so where does this psychotic double standard come from in me? Because she was the only sister after me. Poor, maybe my thing didn't but if we were in that yeah maybe a little bit from the but my mother was not that influenced by Shia Islam. Bibi Fatima Zahra doing hijab, even burqa, and she had done burqa when she would travel in Karachi in the public transportation. She would do burqa like in a rickshaw in the 70s in Karachi. I don't know, so I had to really look at this. But the Pakistani court's roots in the British colonial system means that across much of the country they are viewed with. You see, so what has happened here? What's the end? Sharia law is broadly supported across Pakistan, just as 41% of the country's Muslims believe their state laws follow Sharia closely enough. So, what's happened in the survey of Pew Forum on Religion and Public Life by the Pew Forum survey? When asked whether Sharia should be the official law of the land, more than 8 in 10 of Pakistan's Muslims, meaning 84%, said yes. So God forbid, Jason M. Breslow, if a woman or a girl gets raped in Pakistan, what about a girl minor for the secular system? Oh my God. So ये हाल है मुसलमान कलमा गो ये तो पता हम तेरी क्या बात करें. Now I changed this Shia Noha. Oh, so think about it, right? और ये है, आप अपना हिजाब करें, God forbid, और इस्लाम करें, इस्लाम शियाज also, बीबी करें, बी फातिमा ज़हरा करें, अली करें, हुसैन करें, हसन करें, हुसैन हुसैन, ज़ैनब की चादर छिन गई करें, her veil got snatched in Karbala, मातम करें, मातम करें. But look at this. Have you ever thought of these things? Yes. Let me just show this. I don't want to get any copyrights problems here, right? In Pakistan, a delicate balance between religious and secular law has been introduced or not. The failure to do so could mean being charged with adultery. Shia, okay, I have to take a break. Sorry, I don't want to get angry or shout out now. I'm not feeling well, so yeah, I can't process my feelings. क्या इंसानियत है, क्या इंसाफ है, what justice. Hmm? Do you see this? Okay, let me just take a break. I have to make tea. Sorry about this. I'm leaving now. It's so how many? 1 hour 42 minutes. So look at this. Look at the injustice towards the polytheists, those they invoke upon. They judge on nothing, whereas you're even lawgivers, Sharia court, religious scholars can judge, give fatwas, and God knows what, and decisions, judgments on cases. ये क्या बात हुई? What is this? अब देखिए, आप लोग हिजाब करें, आप लोग अपना रिलीजन, कोई आप लोगों को नहीं बोल रहा है, लेकिन फिर ये सोचें आपकी औरतें जो खुदा ना खास्ता रेप हुई. अच्छा, माय वॉइस इज रेज्ड. सोचें, खुदा ना खास्ता, गॉड फॉरबिड, आई एम सेइंग गॉड फॉरबिड. Thank you very much for being here, Kitty Kingdom, Gentle Assassin. Much appreciated. And Ali Haq, hope you come here with that cooperating, please. We are not your enemies and we are not shaitan. In fact, Muslims are doing what shaitan went against, is to prostrate to Adam. Astaghfirullah, फिर हाँ, अपने आप के लिए भी बोलें what God has made you do here, how He's deceived you. Okay? Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and attention here.